Tyrone Bowman live. Welcome to the program on this evening. Welcome to the conversation. Let's get right down to it and find out exactly what's happening in the world of politics. As always, pandemonium, confusion, and mayhem. According to NBC News, 21 DOGE staffers resign over refusal to, quote, jeopardize Americans, close quote, sensitive data, according to a written letter. The joint resignation letter was addressed to White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles and uploaded to a webpage called wethebuilders.org. Apparently, it seems like Dictator Musk is having trouble with his organization, the one that they say that he is not the head of, but yet he's making all the decisions behind the scenes. So 21 civil service employees resigned en masse from Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, according to a letter posted online and shared with media outlets this past Tuesday. The letter said they refused to use their technical expertise to, quote, compromise core government systems, jeopardize Americans' sensitive data, or dismantle critical public services. We swore to serve the American people and uphold our oath to the Constitution across presidential administrations, close quote, wrote the staffers who joined when the agency was known as the United States Digital Service, or USDS. However, it has become clear that we can no longer honor those commitments to the United States DOGE service. Musk is running, apparently it seems to be a rogue department. There's a hidden agenda behind all this. It hasn't yet been revealed, but it's going to be revealed, and individuals are going to be unpleasantly appalled when they see what the real MO, the modus operandi, has been all the time. This is why I always encourage individuals, read for yourself, do your own research, study, analyze, pay attention. A person familiar with the letter confirmed its authenticity to NBC News. The staffers behind the joint letter did not sign their names, but listed their job titles, including engineer, product manager, and designer. NBC News has not confirmed their identities. Musk effectively took over the USDS after President Donald Trump authorized him to oversee a sweeping push to strengthen federal bureaucracy. It was then renamed the U.S. DOGE Service, using the acronym for Musk's cost-cutting initiative. So if he is not in charge of it, then why is he running the department? Thank you all for tuning in. This is Tyrone Bowman live. And if you happen to be new to the channel, thank you for checking it out. And if you like what we're doing over here, would you kindly subscribe to Tyrone Bowman Live? Now let's get back to this article. In their traditional roles, the USDS employees had been tasked with helping federal agencies improve information technology systems, websites, and digital services, among other job responsibilities. The news of the mass resignations was first reported by the Associated Press. Musk derided the article as more fake news in a post on X that also seemed to confirm the allegations. How about the lying news? Everything with these people is fake, 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 if you let them tell it. No one is telling the truth but them. You've got Hitler in power. You've got Mussolini in power. You've got all the dictators in power. And these people are only pandering and catering to their base and their base alone. And what's appalling about this is that the lying news that continues to come out of that White House, it is pathetic. So while they're talking about fake news, I'm going to continuously talk about lying news and the rigged election that brought Trump back into power. That's what I'll be talking about. There were Dem political holdovers who refused to return to the office. Musk wrote they would have been fired had they not resigned. Well, what are you mad about? You're upset and angry because you could not fire them? Just because they're Democrats doesn't mean that they're wrong, and just because they're MAGA bigoted Republicans does not mean that they're right. America's supposed to be a democracy, not an authoritarian dictatorial reign. America does not have a king. In a separate post on X, DOGE employee Katie Miller appeared to mock the staffers who resigned, saying they were full remote workers who hung trans flags from their workplaces. Newsflash, y'all, there are transsexuals in the Republican Party. There are homosexuals in the Republican Party. There are lesbians and bisexuals in the Republican Party. There are adulterers and thieves and hoodlums and gangsters in the Republican Party as well. So don't be trying to legislate morality here when there's stuff on both sides. Democrats, prepare for Project 2026. It's called midterm elections. Come out swinging. Come out ruthless. Revenge and retribution, that should be your theme going into this election midterm cycle. You all have a chance to get the House back. Make full use of it. In an interview, a former U.S. SD employee who worked for the agency during the first Trump administration and under former President Barack Obama said they were not surprised by the mass resignations. USDS did work towards making the government work more efficient, and that used to mean ensuring every tax dollar that came in was doing the most for American public. A high return on investment, said the former employee who spoke to NBC News on the condition of anonymity. DOGE seems to think efficiency just means doing less, no matter how good the return is, the ex-employee added. That scorched earth approach is driving away the people who actually have the skills to fix the government's problems. The joint resignation letter was addressed to White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles and uploaded to a web page called wethebuilders.org. The website was recently set up by federal employees dismayed with DOGE. One of the people who created it told The Verge. So, it's going to be a long battle, but things are going to get better. The American people, they're fed up, they're tired, and they're not going to continue to allow corruption to reign. Never surrender, never quit.